Something strange is going on with GTA 6 right now, and people have been feeling that vibe for quite a bit right now with the fact they haven't even shown any gameplay yet. And some new development has happened that is actually making me hop on the boat of something just feels off right here. So I want to go over that today. But if this is your first time here, if you've been enjoying the content for quite a bit, please do consider hitting subscribe on the way to 2,000 subscribers. So support human generated content. But I want to check this out. I want you to check this out real quick because GTA 6 pre-order numbers won't be revealed because they could be misleading. Take-Two CEO says, what? Misleading? Here's the article. So they say we haven't sold one unit yet. You can cancel a pre-order. So Take-Two's Strauss Zelnick, he's the CEO, piece of garbage, recently said GTA 6's pre-order numbers are unprecedented in the gaming industry, and that's part of the reason why the company is not revealing the actual numbers. Zelnick said in an interview with Bloomberg that GTA 6 pre-orders vastly surpassed internal expectations, but he's unsure whether they mean anything. What are you talking about? I don't understand this. Pre-orders there's just so many pre-orders. It's the biggest pre-order of all time. There's just so many we've never seen anything like this. It's so unprecedented. We don't want to tell you. We don't want to tell you. People can cancel. Please cancel. Please cancel. But it's like, what does this even mean? Let's go back to it. The massive demand for pre-orders we've seen to date could reflect a pull forward of sales that otherwise would materialize in the fullness of time. What the hell does that mean? I don't know what that means. I've read before this. I read that one a couple of times. And I'm stupid. I don't know. I don't know what that means. Zelnick said sharing real raw data for GTA 6 pre-orders could mislead investors. So Take-Two is not going to do so. Guess if I have to put my CEO business leadership hat on, that they might be like, if it's 20 million pre-orders, that investors might think that the month after it goes on sale, so like December, they might try to sell more. That, like, I don't know, that they're going to sell more or less, or I don't know, maybe they think that's like everyone's going to buy right at the beginning and then like no one's going to buy later. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. What mislead what? Like, are 20 million gonna cancel? I hope so. I hope you watching this video cancel, but this is just a head scratching like problem. Like, I don't know. Real quick, I just can't help but feel that if this is some record breaking pre-order that's so unprecedented, wouldn't they be reporting on that to try to drive FOMO? I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of people who like maybe are on the fence. I know there's probably a lot of people who are pre-ordering the game and all that. Maybe there's some fence sitters that are thinking about canceling. Maybe it's you. Maybe you're thinking about canceling. You should. This game's getting a little sketchy. And I don't know. I feel like the fence, or maybe someone who hasn't pre-ordered yet, but they're on the fence still and thinking about it and just waiting. Wouldn't you want to say if you have 20 million pre-orders? Wouldn't that drive FOMO? Those people who like don't want to miss out, right? Like, that's how FOMO works. Like, everybody's doing it. Everybody's playing it. We have 20 million pre-orders. Like, I don't understand why they would hide this unless it's not as good as they say. And this whole unprecedented pre-order thing is just gaslighting. I mean, I don't know. Take-Two and gaslighting. I don't think they would do that. I've reminded people that we simply don't have the demand curve because it's just, well, we don't know the demand curve because it's just never happened before. So I guess maybe that's that original thing that I was saying, that maybe it's just because like it's gonna be so front loaded that investors might like the stock's gonna go up, and then they're gonna see that in the next month the sales aren't as good, or the next quarter, and so then the stock. I don't, maybe given that we think the raw numbers could potentially be misleading in a direction we wouldn't feel good about. It's like, man, it's just too successful, too many pre-orders. You shouldn't have done it. You shouldn't have opened pre-orders then. Maybe, I don't know. Speaking during Take-Two's recent earnings call, Zelnick said of GTA 6's pre-order numbers, "No one has ever seen anything like this before at Take-Two or in the industry." He added, "To be clear, we haven't sold one unit yet. You can cancel a pre-order. You can cancel a pre-order. You should cancel a pre-order." He said it right there. Cancel. It's not going to be delayed any further. He defended the $80 price point, saying that it offers just phenomenal value. Something else interesting here. I want to bring this one up real quick before I just stop sharing my screen. According to the new data, 89% of GTA pre-orders are for a $100 Ultimate Edition, which is far greater than the typical 10 to 20% that premium editions usually see. So this is kind of important for what I'm about to talk about with this whole like why would you hide the numbers? Um, and just kind of going off of this, like in the article, I just found this one. I found this line really funny. I want to share this one. 90% of buyers on Xbox are getting the Ultimate Edition. But Xbox players don't buy games. So 90% of zero is zero copies of the Ultimate Edition. So I don't know, like when you see like them hiding the pre-order numbers, is it lower than expected? Is it not as unprecedented? It's a digital game. Like they're the only ones who can track it, right? You don't really have the retail space that could tell you like how many copies are pre-ordered. Like I don't know. They've been hiding the gameplay. They're hiding the pre-order numbers. They're using percentages. 89% are buying the Ultimate Edition, but it's like, yeah, these people showing up day one are probably the people buying the Ultimate Edition. And 89% of what? Of 1 million, 2 million? This game needs to sell many millions to be profitable, right? Like, this is, it needs to do good. And I don't know if they're just trying to gaslight the industry to make this game sell so much. So, I don't know. It's just all around feels just sketchy because 89% when it's typically 10 to 20%, there's a way to get that number up to 89, and that's to lower the amount of people not buying the deluxe edition, right? So if you have the same pool of people who will buy the deluxe edition and you have a way bigger pool of people buying the normal edition, and that tiny pool of people buying the deluxe is only 10 or 20% of the overall sales, and the casual people who would buy the $80 version don't show up, then that 10 and 20% all of a sudden grows to become 89%. So is this game not actually selling as well as they're reporting? So I don't know, man. In a way, it kind of gives me hope that maybe people are canceling, maybe not as many people showed up. I think about my algorithms online, right? I make these videos and I'm trying to spread the message to try to save physical media because I mean, look behind me. I don't even have games behind me. I have movies. This is bigger than just games. I like physical media. And this is the biggest battle for saving physical media is this Sony, this Rockstar stuff. And so I keep making content, and in my algorithms that I engage with, like I'm seeing a lot of physical media stuff, Sony, GTA, and all of that. And it reminds me in the modern day that we're all in bubbles, right? Like I have just a lot of gaming content, gaming industry content, and it feels like that's the world sometimes. And that a lot of people like physical media, but then at the same time, you see the real world numbers that physical media sales are very, very tiny. But in our world here, if you're watching this video, you probably have the same kind of bubble. It feels like the world. And so, but then you see like gaming is mostly ball and gun gamers and people who don't even go online and interact with online gaming commentary. And so, like in my bubble, it seems like GTA 6 is the biggest game of all time. And the people in in this bubble that are like, I mean, even in my bubble, it's like 50-50 on these videos. Like half people are anti GTA 6, half people like watch it just to like promote GTA 6. And so with there being a 50-50 split inside this hardcore bubble, what is the split like in the general like gaming in the general population who doesn't interact with this? You know, the bigger minority of gamers out there, the consumers. I don't know. I always thought that they were lumped in with the ball and gun gamers, that GTA 6 was just going to mass appeal to the casual audience and all that. And I'm sure it does. I'm sure maybe like the metrics that we're going off of is like YouTube video likes and views. The trailer has so many views, but are they showing up to buy it? I don't know. Do these casual audiences, like, have they bought like a PlayStation 5 yet? Or are they still someone who's gaming on PS4? Think of the economy right now. It like cost of living is so expensive. They raised the price of the PS5. So if someone was hesitant, who was like more casual, was hesitant at upgrading to PS5, or maybe they did already, but if they haven't, now it's like they didn't buy it at $500. Now they're expected to buy it at $650 when cost of living on everything else is even higher. Maybe these gamers are just being patient, right? Like a lot. I know me. I never bought like a $70 like PlayStation game. I think that might be true. Besides like Sparking Zero Collector's Edition, which I pay like $300 for. That's why I have Astrobot Digital. I wanted that one day one. I didn't want to pay $70 for a video game at that time. I was more like, instead of profit maxing, I was like deal maxing. So I was like, I'll buy a gift card from Costco, and at least then I'm using like money I saved 10% on to buy the game. I'll buy it digital, and just so I don't pay full price for the game. And I just don't know how many of the casual audience is like $80 for GTA 6. That's a lot of money. Cost of living is really high. maybe I'll just wait. I won't get the game yet, and I'll wait for a sale, even though this game's probably never gonna go on sale. And so I don't know why else would you hide the number when you want to try to promote FOMO. If this is just the biggest thing ever, why would you hide it? I don't know. It doesn't make sense. And again, they've been doing sketchy things like not showing the gameplay. The game's a code in a box and digital only. And it's all, I always thought, the argument is like ownership. But part of me is like, is it so people can't return it? Like, you can't return this game if it's digital, if it's code in a box. I think of like Cyberpunk 2077, how that game launched totally broken, and then everyone wanted to return the game because it was so broken, and you have your physical disc and have to deal with that. It's been reported that GTA 6 isn't going to hit 60 frames per second on modern hardware. I don't know if that's really sunk into a lot of people yet. If they realize a lot of these hardcore gamers who are buying the $100 GTA 6, like, thinking it's going to be the best game ever, like, have they been playing other games? Because if you have and you think this is going to be the best game ever, this is going to have a worse frame rate than some of your other favorite games that are out there. I don't know if you're so used to 60 frames per second and you get knocked down to 30, it's jarring at first. You have to spend some time to get used to it. But in my opinion, best game ever should be at 60 frames per second, right? So I don't know, like, is that why they're doing that? Like, the whole situation feels sketchy, but I don't know why you would hide the pre-order numbers for this and try to create more FOMO. Unless it's like maybe the game is broken like Cyberpunk and they're trapping you, and the news is out, like it's been exposed that they've made 20 million pre-orders at $100 and the game launched broken. It's getting bad backlash at the beginning, and now you have this like scam narrative that that Rockstar and Take-Two, they just scammed everybody out of their money by this high pre-order. Game ended up being broken. It would be a disaster. And so I don't know. It's tough. I don't know. It's just so brings a bad taste in my mouth, I guess. And it's just weird being on the sideline. I'm not getting the game. So at least day one, it might be a few years before I like check it out or something. If just depending on the future of the industry, like maybe. Not day one. Absolutely not. There's no point. Again, I don't know. What do you guys think? Is this hope or cope? Do you think that the whole backlash and all that's working? Do you think maybe not as many people showed up? Game's expensive, and maybe a lot of the casuals who would get the $80 version aren't showing up, and only the hardcore GTA fans are showing up, and the numbers aren't quite exactly what they need. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. I'll see you in the next one. Later.